How's it work and mentorship? You've been asking about mentorship for a couple of days now. I want you to listen to have the opportunity to listen to some students that have gone through our program and understand maybe better from their perspective the experience. I don't want to say too much. I want them to take the floor and kind of introduce themselves. I'll tell you what they've done, when they started, and I might ask a few questions if that's okay. So get that right. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. We'll do that. again. So no questions right now. But can you guys confirm all this? Absolutely. Yeah, awesome. Really appreciate that. And then you guys can ask the questions. That sound great, guys? Yeah. All right, give me a hand, please.
Thanks, guys. Class has been going all right so far this weekend?
Yeah. Your trainer is amazing.
He is amazing. Actually, he did our basic. Yeah. So it's really good to see again. Awesome. So I'm going to share our story a little bit, if you'll give us a few minutes. We were literally in your seats March of last year. And you can accelerate pretty quickly, I will say. We may have been like some of you in the room. We had some disposable income and we thought, hey, let's get into real estate investing. We got into some pre-construction stuff, which once we got into Sam's class, we recognized very quickly is not the most efficient way to go about things. So we're currently divesting of that stuff. It's still kind of lingering, but that's okay. We'll get clear of that at some point in the near future here. Yeah. And we just recognize, the opportunity, right? The opportunity cost on the money. Some of you may be in pre-construction. Been doing some pre-construction stuff, anybody?
Nobody wants to admit it anymore, but anyways. It's alright.
Your money's tied up for so long, right?
Yeah, it is what it is. They were in it too. It's just doing things in order and managing it right. You just want to be heavily weighted and it can be high risk. That's all.
So we just saw immense value in the class, right? We were sitting here and so many of the light bulbs were going off. And it's scary to take the dive to go into the advanced curriculum, no doubt. We pulled it off of a home equity line of credit at the time. And I tell you, there's nothing like motivating you than a big lump of debt in the background, right? Being like, all right, let's get it done. Let's get this paid off, and let's put the rubber to the road. And I think that's really where it happens, right? You're gonna cram all the knowledge you can in here, but statistics are showing, we're not going to bore you with that kind of stuff, but if you don't put it to practice, you lose it, right? Think about other languages, for example, right? I used to be bilingual. I would speak French. I had a certificate. My dad was the only guy I used to ever speak it with. He was announcing, and he's been gone for a number of years, and that's part of our why, and we'll get to that in a little bit. And I've lost it. I can function a little bit, but you've got to put it to practice. So we have gone sort of full board since March of last year. In a little over a year, we acquired 9 properties, totaling 16 doors.
Give me a hand for that. That's amazing.
Some of you may have heard of the BRRRR strategy. So we're buy, renovating, rent, refinance, repeat. And
that's dovetailing, right? Doing multiple strategies with the same property, extracting more profit is what you're doing.
So money in, basically money back out. We create enough forced appreciation by repurposing the property, rezoning it as a legal duplex, pull it right back out. And because we've been so successful at that, Sam, I'm sure has talked about joint venture partnerships, being creative with your financing and using other people's money. We've created enough of a name for ourselves that people are sort of coming to us. And it's very exciting.
Yeah, when you show people how you can make them money, legitimately make them money, they want to keep giving you money. They don't want the money back that you gave them, right?
Recycle.
Because it makes good return. Can I ask you just about your investors? What are you paying your investors returns? Kind of returns are you seeing?
Negotiations, I guess. When you get into that, you never want to be the first one to start out a number, right? But we've typically been in the just on their money, if it's a money investor, anywhere from 10 to 15%.
10 to 15. And if I'm coming with you as an investor, what am I making as like a partner in joint venture? What would you?
So we typically have 50-50 equity split. So we are the active partners. Yeah. We source the properties. We run through all the due diligence. We secure the permits, we manage the renovation,
You
we
bet.
have we have the power team in place,
Right,
right?
right,
We've got lawyers, admin, actually,
Yeah.
lawyers,
He's a great guy.
accountants,
He's
GCs,
awesome.
all of it on point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's a big part of making sure that, the rubber effectively meets the road, right?
That's awesome, that's awesome.
You can't profess to be everything, right? I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an accountant. Put them in place, get the right people around you, pay them well, right? You know, I think that's been the biggest part of it too, is just avoiding the scarcity mentality.
Right, right.
As hokey as it seems to some people, think abundantly, right? You put it out there, it comes back. It absolutely comes back, right? And I mean, that's been a big part of how we've been able to scale the way we have. I mean, after Legacy or Rich Dad, we just, you know, you've heard the term hockey stick, I guess, where the graph just kind of does this. It's absolutely what happened, right? And as scary as it was to put the money out, it's the best money we've ever spent, period.
Awesome.
Period.
That's awesome.
We got so much knowledge. We did creative finance classes, we did income property, we did momentum, we did marketing and negotiation, and all these terminology when he's using BRRRR, equity, this and that, we had no clue whatsoever what it's all about. And then we did the basic, and after that we did so many classes. It's amazing the kind of knowledge that you get and how to do it right. I mean, we wanted to be a real estate investors. We need that skill, that expertise, and that education to be a real estate investor. For example, if someone wants to be a doctor, you can just go out and try to find patients and be a doctor. You have to.
He's done, Alex is done.
Okay, right? Like you have to go to a school. You have to,
Sorry, Alex,
you
I'm
have
gonna
to
pick
get
up.
you have to get an education to be a doctor and or to be anything. So we want to be a real estate investors, and this is the best thing that we have ever did in our life.
Great, awesome.
And honestly, think of it, you know, depending on the packages, think about a package with a mentor. I think that was
Absolutely.
the most key part of it. Again, you can learn, absolutely, and you'll make progress. But those 3 days with the mentoring field, we mentored with a gentleman by the name of Ray Salazar. And all the instructors in the advanced curriculum, all of the mentors, they truly are experts in their field. It's unbelievable, right? I mean, you think you had some of those mind-blowing moments in here this weekend, and no offense to Sam,
No,
it
sir.
happens, right? But
Yeah.
as you dive deeper
Yeah.
into the focused courses, it's real deep. You're really opening things up, and then those 3 days in the field, is it gonna be uncomfortable? Yeah, you got a bunch of homework on the front end, you gotta prep, but that's truly where the magic happens.
That's how you get 9 properties in a year and a bit. That's amazing. That's great. Good. And you were saying that, you're expecting next year for you to get out?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Right.
maybe talk a little bit about the why.
Yeah, so basically our why is us, our family, our time. We all are basically stuck in a loop of Monday to Friday. Monday comes in, we're sad, upset. Wednesday comes in, we're hopeful. Friday comes in, we're so happy, and then Monday comes in again. So we're like in a loop, right? So the only way to break this loop was to do something that you have time to spend with your family and with your loved ones and with your community, to give back something to your community and to have a purpose of life.
Some of you have probably been trading time for money for the most part, right? I mean, we've been fortunate. We're both relatively high income earners to start, so we do have some lofty aspirations. But the thing that you quickly realize, things happen, right? I mentioned earlier I lost my dad, right? And that was my moment. He was 52, high stress job, RCMP, one heart attack, right? And you recognize that time is the only thing that you can't get back.
And then we figured, okay, we were thinking, what can we do to be on the right side of that quadrant that Robert just had me talk about? And the best thing we can do is to invest our money, to be a real estate investor. So we bought properties, now we're creating that cash flow. We did some calculations that how much I need to be out from my day job, and how can we create that passive income coming in, doing income properties. So next year I will be out from my day job.
That's awesome.
quickly, right? You know, it'll be about 2 years, I guess, by the time she's out, in 2 years. $5,000 a month, whether we're sleeping, whether we're having a nice dinner out with our family, doesn't matter.
So see with couples, the first one, you're looking at 2 years, the second one, it takes a little bit longer, so you're gonna be a little bit longer, but that's all right. 1 out, 2 years, two, it'll take a little bit longer, but the idea is to get financially independent, free. You guys are well on your way. I mean, you've done some great stuff, and you're moving quickly. And I just want to mention, he was telling me this, I didn't remember actually, but when he signed up, he told me within 5 years he'd be teaching this class. Within 5 years. Now look, check the motivation up. It's been 1.5 years, and he's knocked down 9 properties. Like, that's focus. I mean, you could move fast when you're committed to you know what you want to do, how you want to do it. I don't know. How many of you would like to maybe teach someone this kind of stuff sometime in the future? Yeah, I mean, people you want to give back. Yeah, want to help. So I mean, that's a great motivation. I'm so glad and proud of you. You guys are amazing. It's so great to hear that you guys are right on track. You're doing what you want to do, and you look happy, which is awesome. You do, which is great, which is awesome. So.
When we were doing our basic, I remember Sam said, "We will hold your hand
Yes.
and walk with you."
Yes.
And trust me, they do hold your hand and walk with you.
I want to be part of your story. You want to be part of your story. This is a great story.
It may be a bit of tough love sometimes,
Yes.
but that's sometimes what it takes, right? To get you outside of that comfort zone and get you stretching.
Awesome.
We made friends with other legacy students. We go party together, we network together, we keep each other accountable, we keep asking each other, what are you doing, what's the next step, and then we help each other to connect with other power team members like accountants and lawyers, and it's great. The whole legacy family is just so
Community for sure.
amazing.
It is
Yeah.
a family for sure.
When you have a number of people's experiences, mistakes, and whatnot to learn from, you can learn a lot quicker, right? So definitely network, take advantage of the Facebook groups and all of the good things.
It's awesome.
Put yourself out there.
Great, excellent. Can you guys,
Sorry,
can you,
let me ask you, how much did we pay you for you coming in here?
Zilch nada. You know, again, I mean, just wanting to give back, right? Absolutely.
You
And-
should do. You
and
should.
that's-
That's what you should do. That's
Yeah.
just what you should do. You should.
Because as I mentioned, if this is a family, this is our family, this legacy is our family. And we're so proud to be a part of this family. It's amazing.
You guys are awesome. Great. Can you give me a hand, please? Good job, Joe. You guys are, wow. Tearing it up.